Fintech Australia and Tier 1 People present the 2022 People's Choice Awards. The Finnies Award, where the Australian fintech community gets to decide the winner. Make sure to join us on the 23rd of June 2022 in Melbourne for the industry's most prestigious awards event. Now, here are a few words from one of this year's finalists.
Hi, I'm Mark from Shaype. We're part of the next generation of embedded finance companies, and we're looking to be the one-stop shop solution for all financial and payment experiences.
Shaype are finalists in the People's Choice Award Emerging Fintech of the Year. Well, Mark, congratulations to you and everyone at Shaype on making it to this year's finals. This is the award that the fintech community gets to decide. How's everyone feeling?
Yeah, it's the level of excitement when we got announced was palpable in the office. It's nice to have the opportunity to be announced when people are in the office. But obviously there are two awards we're up for this year. But it's the People's Choice Award is the one that we want.
Awesome. Look, there is a lot of prestige given that your peers are essentially voting for it. But also the competition. I've been doing these People's Choice Awards this is the third year running now, and the competition just gets tighter and tighter, and I'm absolutely blown away by how quickly businesses are able to get not only proof of concept but start earning revenue. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, agreed. It's going to be a tough fight this year, but I'm looking forward to it.
Now, I guess for the benefit of our listeners, can you tell us a bit more about the big problem that Shaype solves?
Yeah, for me, Shaype has come about purely to drive and increase the ability for our clients to build and launch new financial experiences at speed and with confidence. You touched on it in your intro earlier, that the need to get product into market quickly is getting faster and faster. But speed without confidence is just speed. So getting that balance right is absolutely key for us. Where the world of waiting 2 years to get a financial product into market is long gone. We look at time frames of getting you testing in a live environment in 3 months and getting you into market in 6. Those are the time frames that our clients are demanding for us. The confidence piece of our proposition is more around removing kind of complexity and risk from the traditional payment space. Complexity is a reflection that traditionally in the payment space, you're asking clients to take 4 or 5 different propositions, different companies, knit them together and cross their fingers that they will get the experience that they're looking for. We're looking at a single integration for our full range of services, both within Australia, but now probably more importantly internationally as well. Risk kind of has multiple lenses. It is as simple as not asking for $500,000 upfront before you actually do anything, and actually looking at a proposition that's more SaaS based. But it is also kind of leaning into that platform flexibility and not forcing our clients to make decisions around where their product is going to be in 2 years' time when they simply don't know.
Yeah,
get into market quickly with an MVP, test, learn, iterate, and actually end up with a financial product that is actually meeting your customers' needs rather than where you were guessing they were kind of 2 years previously.
Yeah. So in terms of customers, who are your customers? What types of businesses are you supporting?
Yeah, so just over a year ago, we launched our first platform client. It was a great non-bank lender called Nano, who's also a Finnies finalist. Just recently, we've announced our partnership with X15. So that's CBA's venture scaler division. And we're bringing a child-focused product to market with those guys. So you can get a sense that, we play in a lot of spaces, both at the startup end, but we're equally just as comfortable working with the larger end of town. For me, as we go through our journey, it's also the breadth of segments that we're working with. It is eclectic and probably a reflection of that flexibility that the platform brings. We have clients in the SME and small business space. The flavor of the month, which is blockchain and crypto. But we're also starting to see a number of companies looking to enter the payment space for the first time. And for me, that will be our ultimate validation that we've removed those barriers and attracting new entrants to market.
Awesome. Now, you talked there about the journey. It has been a journey, and a one where the kind of the initial, I guess, proposition was a one that was more of a B2C kind of neobank proposition. Do you want to maybe share with our listeners a little bit about that journey that you went on, who you were, how you've kind of evolved? There's been some kind of name changes as well, and I wondered if you could share some of that with us.
Yeah, it's been a fascinating journey. You're right. People will know us from different parts of our business. Ultimately, our journey started with our Hey and neobank proposition. That is still out in market, but we were always looking to use that as the validation of our platform. With any, as especially with this space, it's all very well talking about a platform and its capabilities. It is so much more powerful to demonstrate it with a live product. And what better way of doing that by launching your own retail proposition? So yes, people will know the Hey proposition. Ultimately, we've evolved that proposition to Hey as a service, which is our platform business that has been going for the last kind of year and a half. And we've recently announced our new rebrand, which is Shaype. So yeah, it's been a fascinating year and a half through that journey. But I wouldn't underestimate the learnings that we've taken from our retail proposition and the challenges of bringing a financial, a customer-facing B2C proposition to market. It's fair to say we've learned a fair amount.
You talked about international. What are Shaype's plans for international expansion?
Yeah, so ultimately the next 12 months is, very much focused. We've barely touched the sides around growing Australia, and that ultimately remains a key focus. But for us, the power of that platform, and I touched on it in terms of that integration, is building a proposition that says, yes, come to Australia, build, test, learn in this space, launch a proposition. But when you're ready to go internationally, you don't have to go and reintegrate with the local rails and spend another 18 months. You're already integrated with our platform. We do the heavy lifting. Move with us, or let us move with you, and we'll flick a switch and off you go again. So ultimately, in line with growing on Australia, our international expansion plans are progressing nicely. We've got a phase one focus of UK and Europe, but also Canada and Singapore. And what I've loved about the prioritization of that international focus, there are definitely international markets that are crying out because they have a fundamental gap in our proposition. But we're also now getting clients going, yes, we've understood you in Australia. We love the proposition. We're also in Canada, or we're looking to expand into Singapore. Will you come with us? And the joy of a cloud-based product means that we can do that very, very quickly and move with our clients.
Now, I don't have to tell you, Mark, it's a highly competitive space that you're in. There's a lot of, not only competitors, but a lot of businesses that are promising a lot. How have you differentiated yourself from that competition?
Yeah, I mean, I touched on speed and confidence earlier, but for me, if you pull it right back to the underlying differentiator, for me, it is all about control and controlling your own ecosystem, rather than piecing together individual proposition. We've had the luxury of being able to build the platform in-house. And so we can control the end-to-end experience and then give that control to our customers. Ultimately that means that you remove the traditional silos between card payments and transaction accounts and KYC. And for me, where we're really seeing some exciting stuff is the unique payment experiences that come off the back of it. And it's not the old school way of going, here is a product and here is the one experience. those unique payment experiences are at a client level and are moving and evolving in real time. And for me, ultimately, that's our platform differentiator. But what we're seeing is the power of that proposition is also allowing our clients to differentiate their product in what traditionally is a commodity market.
Now, one of the other kind of challenges, I guess, isn't just the competition for business, but also the competition for talent as well. How has Shaype differentiated themselves here, and how have you gone about finding not only talent that is highly in demand, but they need to come with a fairly unique skill set to be able to deliver outcomes in a business that's at this early stage?
Yeah, agreed. For me, we've been very, very lucky to be able to build and grow a core team at Shaype from day one. That took a lot of time and effort up front, but it's if you pardon the pun, it is the core to our success. I mean, we all know that the recruitment market, certainly in Australia, is hard and has been getting harder for the last 18 months with top talent in serious demand. What we've been able to see, and the joy of being an international company, even before we were have international propositions in market, is we've been able to really flex and use our international connections and international markets to find the right people. And when you couple that with the ability to truly work remotely and flexibly, it takes away that pain of going, I need to be in the same space or in the same geography as this person. And you go, the focus is, are they the right people? Do they bring the right skill set? And the geography becomes a hygiene factor, which is great because it means that we can cast that net further, wider, and make sure we're attracting the right talent.
And operate 24/7, right?
Very much so. Very, very much so. So our whole recruitment policy is international from day one, because the world and technology has allowed us to move into that space absolutely seamlessly.
What are some of the qualities that you're looking for in people that give you confidence that, hey, this person's going to deliver outcomes rather than just look to kind of be more productive in the work that they're asked to do?
But yeah, it's the $1 million question. It is so hard. But for me, where we've done well is accept that a single type of skill set it's not a one size fits all.
Yeah.
Ultimately mixing, in financial products and in financial services in general, it's highly regulated. You need specialists to absolutely nail your proposition. But at the same time, you need ultimate generalists that can pivot and move and have that flexibility and are comfortable in a space that is fluid. So rather than specific skill sets, for me, the approach at Shaype is more the jigsaw puzzle of how everything joins together to actually give you the team that is functioning. It's not about the individuals, and accepting that the skill set for one role can be very, very different to another. We are still learning. This is, growing, building, and executing is really, really tough. And, we have made mistakes, but it is something that we focus on because we've got a great thing going here. And as we grow, we don't want to blow it.
Yeah. And how do you go about retaining the best talent? Because, it's a challenge getting them, and then, it can be a challenge keeping them as well, particularly for a early stage startup where, there's a lot of uncertainty and there's a lot of challenge at the same time as well.
Yeah. For me, we've been very lucky with our retention rates. We've been able to retain not only just the core team, but the wider team as well. For me, it pivots around, that developmental people and keeping people stretched, but not to breaking point. What I love about Shaype is you will come in and you will learn, but ultimately you can pick that learning curve. It can be as steep as you want. We never want it vertical, but if you want a challenge, we're here and we'll keep people engaged. We're also at a size that fundamentally any role at Hay will have an ultimate say in the direction of the business. Not necessarily turning the ship, 90 degrees, but ultimately the way that we operate and as flat as we operate, everyone makes an impact. And I guess for me, as we've started growing and scaling, what's been really, really good is we've been able to, have seen people promote from within. So yes, we've had to leverage external talent, but we've also been able to bring people through, watch them grow and go, you're ready for the next step. But it is a constant challenge, and that balance of retaining talent, keeping them challenged while growing is a continual.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. And I guess, look, when you and the team at Shaype kind of look back over this last 12 months and everything that you've achieved together, what do you think is your proudest moment or your proudest achievement?
For me, it is any time one of our clients gets into market and announces and start getting real live customers. The amount of time and effort that goes behind the scenes to make this as painless and as simple for them as possible is immense. But for me, the ultimate proof point is getting our clients into market. It is as simple as for us to be successful as a platform, we need our clients to be hideously successful. So every time there is an announcement, or every time I pop onto Instagram and see an ad saying sign up for this, that for me is the ultimate validation of what we're doing.
Awesome. Now it's your chance now to kind of speak to the fintech community, and I guess give them some reasons as to why perhaps they should vote for Shaype for this year's Emerging Fintech of the Year People's Choice Award. So in your own time, Mark, when you're ready.
Yes, I mean, this is an interesting one for me, but it boils down to something quite simple. For me, we'd like to win the People's Choice Award because ultimately it means we're doing our job. It means our proposition of removing barriers and complexity from this payment space is resonating with the community. And if it's not resonating, and ultimately we need to keep on working until it does. But assuming that people will vote for us, it means that we're well on our way to providing any company with the opportunity to embed financial experiences into their customer experience. As I said earlier, at speed and with confidence. So please vote for us, and I look forward to the ceremony.
Awesome. Well, Mark, congrats to you and everybody at Shaype for making the finals, and good luck on the awards night itself.
Thanks, Dexter. I really appreciate it.
The People's Choice Award is brought to you by Tier 1 People, leaders in fintech executive search. We'll help you launch, scale, and innovate by finding world-class people.